What is it when you arrive at a woodland early on a chilly morning with the solitude, the peace and the quiet that changes your mindset and your mood compared to all other forms of photography? There's no crashing waves or seagulls barking at you, no howling wind or driving rain, just the sound of the twittering birds, the rustling of the leaves and the crunching of the woodland floor beneath your feet. Where other landscapes may invigorate you or overwhelm you with awe and majesty, the still woodland can bring you a peace, a calm, a sense that all is well in the world.
Morning everyone, and welcome back to the Forest of Dean. Not quite the morning I was anticipating this morning. The forecast was for rain all day, so I was hoping that I was going to get a bit more lower cloud and a little bit more atmosphere out in the woods. So even with the traffic noise I've got going on behind me, it's a very serene morning this morning. I popped out to this little lakeside area. It's quite a small lake. See if I could see any contrast coming through. The colours are starting to turn on the leaves, as you can see, but it's very, very flat. So I think it's going to be a day to walk through the woods. Yeah, let's go for a walk through the woods. So we've got our first subject, a little bit of autumnal colour there. Plenty of green surrounding it, so it does pop, but I do have some sky in the shot. Now, I've had to take into consideration the fact that the leaves are moving. I've managed to get it down to about a 15th of a second, and I've also raised my ISO up to compensate. But yeah, I think this is a good start. Some nice straight trees, and then a little bit of deciduous colour. Did have to watch out for the sky though, you have to excuse me, midges. Yeah, there's quite a bit of sky in this, so I'll probably crop this down to a 16.9. Yeah, that'll do for me for a start. Well, this is proving to be quite a difficult day. It's very flat. It's a very messy area of the woodland as well. Not sure it's one I'm going to come back to in this particular area. A lot going on. Hell of a lot going on. Isolating anything is pretty much impossible. Well, I did get that one shot back there, so there is always hope. But we'll keep looking, we'll keep looking. Well, I seem to have come across a section of woodland that's got a larger selection of bigger characters within it. The bonus of this is the canopies kept the floor clear. So that enables me to concentrate on the shape and the structure within the trunks and the branches that I've got within this scene. Gone for the classic 3 trees, as you do, combined with the classic arching branches. Yeah, I quite like this. I've got one tree that's fairly bland, but it's got vibrant green in the front. Then the second tree has got a lot of texture to it. And the third tree, well, that's a spindly, gnarly spider of a tree. And they're all kind of leaning over from the left-hand side into the right. Okay, so it's been a bit of an exploration through the woodland this morning. I'm going to head off out to the peripheral edges over there and see if we can get one last shot. Something with a little bit more colour in it, hopefully. Certainly a little bit more light, that's for sure. Well, this didn't quite turn out to be what I expected. Yeah, don't think there's much opportunity here, so I think what we're going to do is we're now going to work backwards from where we started. It always pays to retrace your steps and look at the view from a different angle, so there may be something on the way back. Right, one more shot. Come on, Steve, you can do this. So it seems that backtracking has worked in my favour. I've come across a scene that I wouldn't have spotted on the way up. As I was coming down, a splash of colour caught my eye and I darted into the woods about 40 yards and came across this. This is the type of scene that the more I shoot woodland, the more I appreciate them. And they are daintier scenes. It's the smaller trees within the woodland. They're turning before everything else. You've got the structure of the pines behind it. And because of the open canopy above, there was some nice light hitting it, some nice ambient light. This seems to work really well in my eye. I've shot it as a 16:9. Yeah, I'm glad I came back the way I did. Okay, so I'm hoping to grab one more shot on the way back down. We're not far from the van now. Obviously there was that Lakeland area, but I don't think that's going to be working today. That needs a bit of mood, a bit of atmosphere. So hopefully we'll grab one more opportunist shot. Maybe that. No, not that. So in fairness, the walk back didn't really yield anything for me. There was nothing else that I fancied shooting. And I did get back to the van because I wasn't far away from it, and was almost going to shoot my end of video scene. And then I thought, no, don't give up quite just yet. Just have a quick meander up the path by the van. So I did, and I spotted this, well, it's another yellow tree, theme of the day. I thought, yeah, I'll give that a go. But it was a little bit of a hard one to shoot. There's a lot of pines in the way, and when you zoom in closer, they're really, really distracting. So I thought, it's not going to work. Then I backed up on my focal length and decided to use these trees that I've been trying to avoid in the shot as a frame. And of course, you've got all this dead bracken on the front of the scene. Well, I don't know, this will be one of those ones that when I get back to the computer, I'll judge a little bit more. But I think that's a nice way to end the day. So it's time for me to get back home, feed the belly, have a cup of tea, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I hope you've enjoyed the images.